Here we are with Kevin Conroy, the voice of the Batman. How are you, Kevin?
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, Kevin, you're back in the role, and you're back with all of your friends. What was it like reuniting with these cast members and getting to record with them once again?
The great thing about the whole process, that I've been doing this for 20 years, has been the consistent person who's been with me through almost all of it has been Andrea Romano, the director. She's the best in the business. She understands the character as well as I do, or better. She knows me as an actor. She started out as an actress when she was young. So she knows how actors talk. She knows how to talk to actors. So she can translate what the director wants to us. So that's been the steady thing for me. And then the actors that I get to work with. Andrea's got great talent and taste in actors. So she picks these wonderful people to bring into the room. And it's like kids in a sandbox. You know, you're playing with some of the best people in town who are throwing the ball back and forth to each other. It's a blast, you know. So doing these things, everybody wants to do them. They're very popular shows to do in L.A. Because everyone knows how much fun they are.
You recently played solo Batman again in Batman Arkham City when we got to chat with you the last time. But this is Team Batman. Is there something different in the way that that you approach him when he's hanging out with these other larger-than-life superheroes and facing down these huge villains?
Absolutely, there's a difference. Batman is, I think what makes him unique is he is the outsider. He is the outsider, not just in the society at large, which is why the audience so relates to him so well, but he's the outsider in the Justice League. He's the outsider among superheroes. He's the only one without superpowers. He's always the guy on the outside. He's the guy in the dark cloud, you know. He's alone. And in these shows with those other characters, it becomes much more emphasized and much more dramatic, especially in this show. This is about Batman the Outsider. That's what the whole story is about, really. It's the genesis of the story. And that's a very powerful theme for people, the cultural outsider.
This was the last film written by Dwayne McDuffie before he passed away. How did that affect you all as actors, you specifically, and how was his presence felt while you guys were working on this film?
Well, it was incredibly sad and sudden, so everyone was shocked. It's always so painful when someone dies so young and so unexpectedly. It just makes you realize that you have to live very much every day because you never know which will be the last. He was a great, talented guy, and he gave an enormous amount. I think it made all of us give just that much more in our performances. You know, when you realize this is the last thing this guy made, you feel a responsibility.
Is there anything after 20 years that's still surprising you about Batman when you are approaching the character again?
Yeah, he's a really, he's funny. He's an incredibly complicated guy and an incredibly simple guy at the same time. And that dynamic I always find surprising to me. Just when I sort of understand how complex his world is, he'll say something that's so simple, so honest, that I think, wow, this guy is so real. You know what I mean?
Right.
His complexity and his simplicity, those two things juxtaposed always surprise me. But just when I'm getting used to one side of him, wham, he hits me with the other side, you know?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kevin.